Draymond talk about Steph.
Man, incredible. Just what a performance. He's locked in, though. He had a great shoot-around this morning. He was locked in. You can always see the look in his eyes when he's focused. He wanted this one bad. And he played like it. It was beautiful to see. We needed it for sure.
Is this the best performance you've ever seen?
Hell no. No chance. I've played with him for 13 years. I can't quite call the best one off the top of my head, but that ain't it.
How much do you think he needed that week off?
I think it was definitely helpful. Never feels good when you're forced to take that week off. But in saying that, I think to get a week off at this point in the season for him is great. You allow your body to rest. Other nicks and knacks that could be hurting is healing while he's kind of letting the contusion heal. So I think it was great for him, man. He looks extremely rejuvenated. So it's good for us.
What did you like about that fourth? I mean, tied after 3 quarters, you guys closed the fourth. What did you like about the way you finished?
We knew it would be a tough game. This team's been reeling a bit, but they're a confident team. They're a proud team, and they continued to fight. But I thought we got the stops we needed to get in the fourth quarter, and we continued to move the ball. Sometimes too much. A couple times we passed up a few shots. But I thought we continued to move the ball. We stuck with the game plan. Took care of the ball, which was huge. We had, I think, 5 turnovers in the first half, 5 or 6 in the second half, which is beautiful.
Jimmy Bates, Jared Jackson into the 6th on one play, the next play, steals it from Ja. I mean, how important is what he's doing in those kind of key moments?
It's huge for Jimmy to do that. I'm disappointed in Jaren. As you know, I got a lot of love for him. That's my Spartan dog. He's too good to still be getting in foul trouble. A couple of them fouls he picked up, he can stay away from those. And, it's time for him to take that next step in that department because it was huge for us for him to get out the game. But, and I'm happy he did. But I am a Jaren fan. I'm always rooting for him, and to see him still getting some of those fouls that he's picking up, he can't do that. His team needs him out there. And so it's a huge play by Jimmy, huge couple plays by Jimmy, which was great. But Jaren got to figure that out. He's gotten too much better offensively and too hard to stop to be taking himself out the game on the defensive side of the ball. That was a little disappointing from the big brother in me for him. That was a little disappointing. But I was happy he was out of there.
How do you balance? I mean, are you actually thinking about that during the game?
Of course, you he got 5 fouls. You see him pick up that second one. You're like, all right, so you're definitely aware of the situation for sure. What you mean? Am I balancing?
Yeah, you're sitting there fist pumping. Yes, he's out of the game, but also.
Oh yeah, of course. I'm happy as hell. Every foul he picked up, I was happy during the game. But like I said, there's a part of me thinking you can't do that. When he picked up the 5th one, I literally walked to Bane on the bench and said, Bane, that's crazy. That's ridiculous. And so. Yeah, Jaren can't do that, man. Jaren's too good of a player to still be doing that. So, like I said, I was happy as the fouls were happening during the game, but now that it's over, he can't continue to do that. He's too good of a player to be taking himself out of games like that.
How important was this for y'all, not only past them in the standings, but to now have basically a 2-game lead because of the season series?
Huge, and Steve talked about it before the game that, hey, this gives us 2 games up on them if we go take care of business, and we want to put ourselves in position to stay out of the play-in tournament. So, tonight was a huge step in that direction.
You guys and the Lakers both look different teams since the last time you played. What are you looking forward to about Thursday? Just
the challenge. Every time we play them, whenever you get the opportunity to play against Bron, it's always a battle amongst us. It's been years. Now you add Luka to that fold. It's different. Dorian Finney-Smith's different. They're playing great basketball. Austin Reeves is different. It's not the same Austin Reeves we faced before. So playing really good basketball is always a challenge, but, we go in and play our brand of basketball, play our game. I like our chances.
Draymond, Jimmy joined the scene, man. You mentioned when you got here, you're talking about winning championship. You 10 toes down.
I always stand on what I say, brother. I don't backtrack. That ain't me. Got to prove me wrong. I ain't backtracking from nothing. Got to prove me wrong.
What you found out, learned about Jimmy that you didn't know?
Incredible teammate. Incredible teammate. Always trying to figure things out, always trying to simplify things for everyone else. IQ off the charts. Incredible. Very fun to play with. Make the game really easy for everybody.
Win the quarter, win the game. That's what we're saying in the bench. Going into it, and just knowing we got to just focus. You know, they coming off a back-to-back. So running them and getting they can only play so much, you know, so they're going to get tired, whatever that may be. We're controlling what we can, executing down the stretch. That's what we did.
Feel like a playoff game tonight?
It did. It did. Definitely had that energy, had that atmosphere. And that's my thing, too. Like, when we coming down the stretch, you got to look around the standings and seeing what other guys doing, hoping guys losing, this and that. But, I mean, you can control your destiny when you meet those teams, and that's what we did tonight. So I was proud of what we put together.
What's it like to just watch Steph on highlights tonight?
You got to remember to play the game when you're sitting there watching him do stuff like that. Just coming off those screens, finding any inch of space, pulling it, knocking it down. I mean, that's a special performance from a special player.
You mentioned it feeling like a playoff game. Like, are you feeling the stakes right now, and you know how big a swing every game is?
I feel like my mindset is win games. You know, all the pressure of it and all the other stuff. You know, you can make yourself feel a whatever way because of whatever. If you win games, then things gonna turn out how you want to. So that's my mindset, and then I'm gonna just keep it that way.
You guys went 28-28 from the line. Jimmy went 12-12. How large a factor was that?
28 points large. I didn't know that until now, but I mean that's amazing to stat that we had because you know those free throws can determine a game. Those when you're not making them, that's when you really feel them. But yeah, obviously it was a big part of it.
Part of that was he fouled Jaren Jackson out late on that pump fake. How big was that play?
Oh yeah, that was a big one. He he got that mid-range shot that you gotta pay attention to. Baited him into it. You know he want to go get the block, so it was a big time.
49-43 on the glass for you guys tonight. I mean, how gratifying is that to out-rebound a team as big as the Grizzlies?
Yeah, well, that was the emphasis going into the game, knowing they were gonna have more size out there on the floor. So cracking back, guards coming back to rebound, hitting those big guys. Yeah, that was the game plan.
Hey Moses, tonight's kind of like a homecoming. You being from Little Rock. Man, is there any added pressure, you know, to kind of like go out there and perform, knowing that you know you kind of close to the crib in a way?
Yeah, in a way, it's some pressure with it, but I mean, really, it's just being able to perform in front of my people. You know, they watch me on TV all the time, all the way out in California, but I got a lot of people here today. Had to get a lot of tickets for all my people, so just being able to talk to them, have them come see me play in person. Because I've been gone for a while. I went to Montverde in high school, so I've been away from home playing for a long time. So whenever they get to come experience it, it's a lot of fun. So. But you know, yeah, I got to show out when I'm around the whole crowd. So that's I guess there is a little added pressure there.
Got a lot of free tickets too.
Oh yeah, Double R. Shout out to him. He the man.
Steph, when you were here in December, you went 0 for 7. Did that play into tonight? Any motivation?
I'll be honest. I actually forgot that fact. I was just kind of more focused on how big this game was for us. The intentionality that we came out in the first quarter was just a great game plan to understand how they guard us. I thought about their style. They try to junk up the game on defense, top blocks, and trying to send me into the paint and traffic and all that. We had a counter for that to start the game. But other than that, it was just trying to win a big game and embracing the moment.
How'd you hit him on this trip? Golfed a couple times?
I know Steve's talking. When I golf, good things happen. You just fill the cup up. Everybody has their thing. And for me, just being outside is always nice.
How rejuvenated do you feel from maybe the week off, maybe the golf, whatever?
Body feels good. It's been a good trend. I think I hadn't played an intense game like that in a while, since obviously before the injury, and still wearing the pad back there and trying to protect myself. But other than that, feeling a good rhythm. The week off definitely helped in that sense, where the tank is pretty full, and you want to try to maintain that for as long as we can down the stretch.
How much do you feel the pad or not?
I'm used to it from 3 years ago, so it was different then. This was I know what to expect.
How long do you think you're gonna have to wear it?
I'm not sure, but probably the rest of the regular season at least.
Hey, Steph, you were just 1 3-pointer away from tying your career high of 13 threes, and now you hit 12 of them. Did you know before the game that you was going to have one of these type of nights where you're just going to go off, be in a zone like this?
No, my whole career I've never really thought that way. You have confidence, you prepare yourself, but it's never a results-based thing. It's just understanding the work you put in. I did shoot it well this morning, a shoot around, so you kind of feel good and have confidence, but you never think it's going to be a 50 night. But the first quarter was just rhythm and decisiveness and the byproduct of good preparation for this game, and then the rest kind of you just flow off of that.
You kind of mentioned it earlier, but what specifically were they doing trying to stop you defensively, and what's the best way in the way that you exploited that?
The main point, they just try to take the ball out of your hands. Like last time we were here, shot attempts were way down just because they were top locking pretty much at 94 feet and just trying to keep the ball out of their hands, and then you're not able to get a rhythm. And they have obviously Wells, who took the assignment on their game plan last game and this game. They got Jaren Jackson, Defensive Player of the Year, behind. They got Zach Edey's 7 foot plus. They got size everywhere, so they try to just funnel you into traffic. And I think tonight we're just trying to get the ball in your hands as much as possible, and then let chaos kind of flow from there. And usually good things happen.
What dynamic does Jimmy give fourth quarters for you guys?
Fourth quarters, first quarter, second quarter, every quarter. He has a presence about him. He's so always under control, making the right play, taking advantage of advantages when he gets in the paint, getting to the line, finishing at the rim. He hit a 3 in the first quarter that got us going. So he just always makes the right play. And when I'm off the court, he's lifting the level of guys around him who are out there. He's a gamer.
How significant is 28 of 28 from the free throw line in a game of this magnitude, especially considering where you guys are at collectively at the line earlier this season?
Yeah, it's weird. We had I think I don't know if I am still leading the league in free throw percentage, and we were dead last as a team. And that's just kind of an anomaly because we had a rough patch, but every point matters in a game like tonight, especially when you're getting easy points and able to set your defense and making them pay for aggressive physical defense. So Jimmy 12 of 12, me 8 for 8. Draymond knocked his down. It could be the difference in tight games like that. You got to take advantage of those free points.
Speaking of defense, John's going to get his, right? 36 tonight. That's what he does. But do you guys go into a game plan and just trying to basically limit the other guys from really having a good night?
I mean, a little bit. There's superstars in the league like Ja, who doesn't matter how much good defense you play. He knocked down 5 threes. You kind of have to live with that because he can get to the paint whenever he wants. I think on the whole, we did a really good job of keeping them off the free throw line, making them make tough shots, flying around the guys shooting threes because they have a good spacing on the floor. Draymond and Jimmy doing a great job on Jaren Jackson, even though he had some moments. But, yeah, you want to run them off the three-point line as best you can because that's, when they're flowing, the balls, flying around, they're tough. And then you just got to take the challenge one-on-one. Even if they make a tough bucket, you just, shake the hand, fly back on offense, and just keep doing it over and over.
You had 11 threes in the mid-third. Did you at all think, especially in a tight game, that could be a night you could reach Klay?
The first 2 shots I took in the fourth quarter were a reflection of that.
Yeah.
I thought about it. And first touch, shot it in the transition, and went ISO left wing, missed both of those, and then I kind of came to reality on let's get good possessions if I do it or whatever. But that was the ultimate heat checks, even though I just got back in the game.
You passed Jerry West tonight, all-time scoring list. What's that mean?
I got a little emotional about that. That's special, obviously, in his memory and what he meant to our organization, to the league, to the world of basketball, to our organization when he worked here, and my relationship with Johnny. And I got to talk to him after the game just to share a moment on what it meant for me, my family, the entire West family. So that is special. Just understand what his career was, and that's the logo. So very special. I'll keep that ball and put it in a good place.
Thank you.
Stephen Curry's historic masterpiece, 52 points lead Warriors to crucial victory over Grizzlies. In a dazzling display of skill and determination, Stephen Curry lit up the scoreboard with 52 points, including an incredible 12 three-pointers, guiding the Warriors to a pivotal 134-125 win against the Grizzlies in Memphis on Tuesday night. This performance not only showcased his scoring prowess but also highlighted his all-around game. He grabbed 10 rebounds, dished out 8 assists, and snagged 5 steals. Remarkably, Curry becomes the second player in NBA history to score 50 points while achieving these additional milestones. This game was more than just another win. It was a key battle in the Western Conference, helping the Warriors leapfrog the Grizzlies into 5th place in the standings. The victory also secured a crucial tiebreaker, as the Warriors clinched the season series against Memphis 3-1. Curry's explosive start. Curry set the tone early, hitting his first 5 field goal attempts, including 4 three-pointers, as he exploded for 19 points in the first quarter, his highest scoring quarter of the season. By halftime, he had already amassed 32 points and 8 threes, putting him in elite company. With this performance, he tied LeBron James for the third most 30-point games, 19, since play-by-play data began in 1997-98. Making history. In the third quarter, Curry scored 9 consecutive points, surpassing Jerry West on the all-time scoring list to claim 25th place. He also broke West's record for the second most 50-point games in franchise history, 15, trailing only the legendary Wilt Chamberlain, 105. At 37, Curry holds the record for the most 50-point games after turning 35-5, and stands alongside James as the only players with multiple such games. A triple-double from Green. Draymond Green also shone, notching his first triple-double of the season with 13 points, 10 rebounds, and 10 assists. Recently named Western Conference Defensive Player of the Month, Green added 2 steals and a block, proving his invaluable contribution to the team. Resilient performance from Butler. Jimmy Butler III played a grueling 38 minutes, even battling through a tough ankle injury in the third quarter. He contributed significantly with 27 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, and 3 steals, going a perfect 12-4-12 from the free throw line. His efforts helped the Warriors maintain their flawless free throw shooting, finishing 28-4-28 as a team. Looking ahead. Next up, the Warriors head to Los Angeles for another crucial game in the Western Conference race, facing off against the Lakers on Thursday. With the momentum on their side, this promises to be another thrilling matchup. As the Warriors gear up for their showdown with the Lakers, the stakes couldn't be higher. With playoff positioning hanging in the balance, every game is crucial. Curry's performance not only elevates his status, but also inspires his teammates to rise to the occasion. His ability to score in bunches ignites the Warriors' offense and reinforces their reputation as one of the most formidable teams in the league. Impact on playoff dynamics. Curry's historic night sends a strong message to the Western Conference. The Warriors are not to be underestimated. As they inch closer to the playoffs, this victory against Memphis not only boosts their confidence but also solidifies their defensive capabilities, particularly with Green leading the charge. His recent accolade as Defensive Player of the Month underscores his importance on both ends of the court, making him a key player in the upcoming playoff battles. The rivalry with the Grizzlies has intensified, and this victory might have implications for their postseason encounters. Memphis, feeling the sting of this loss, will likely regroup and come back stronger, setting the stage for a thrilling playoff series if both teams qualify. The stakes have never been higher, and the intensity is palpable. Curry's legacy. Curry's continued excellence at 37 years old raises intriguing questions about his legacy. With every 50-point game, he not only etches his name further into the history books but also solidifies his position as one of the greatest shooters and scorers in the game. Basketball analysts and fans alike are beginning to draw comparisons between him and the legends of the game, pondering whether he can extend this remarkable level of play into the playoffs and beyond. Looking ahead to the Lakers. As the Warriors prepare to face the Lakers, they will need to carry this momentum into what promises to be a fiercely competitive matchup. The Lakers, led by LeBron James and Anthony Davis, are themselves vying for playoff positioning and will not make it easy for the Warriors. The atmosphere in Los Angeles will be electric, as fans anticipate a showdown between two of the league's most storied franchises. The outcome of this game could very well shape the narrative for the rest of the season. A win would not only bolster the Warriors' confidence, but also provide a psychological edge heading into the playoffs. Conversely, a loss could raise questions about their consistency and readiness for the postseason. Community and fan reactions. Back in the Bay Area, the excitement is palpable. Fans are buzzing about Curry's performance, with social media alight with highlights and discussions about his greatness. Local sports talk shows are dedicating segments to dissect his game and what it means for the Warriors' championship aspirations. The community support is unwavering, and the enthusiasm surrounding the team continues to grow. As the season reaches its climax, all eyes will be on the Warriors. With Curry at the helm and a cohesive team effort, they are poised to make a deep playoff run. The narrative is set, and the stage is ready. Can they deliver when it matters most?